Okay, so we've added fractions with like denominators. That means the same number on the bottom. Let's try adding one with unlike denominators. Two bottom numbers that are different. Takes a little bit more work, but not too hard. Let's say I have a 2/4 plus a 3/8. Now I'm writing them up and down like this to give myself plenty of room on the side to do all the stuff we need to do. Okay, so 2/4 plus 3/8. That's like saying I'm comparing apples. Let's say 4s are apples, but 8s are oranges. I can't do this. I can't compare. I can't add until we're talking about the same thing. So we need to get those bottom numbers to be the same thing. And we talked about this earlier, but to get the denominators to be the same thing, if I'm comparing or if I'm adding or subtracting, you just take those bottom numbers. I'm going to do it down here. So here's my 4 and write out a couple of the multiples. 4, 8, 12. I'm going to stop there because I know I'm going to have a match pretty soon. And then you do the 8s. 8. Oh, I already have a match. I'm not even going to go any farther. My match is the 8. So I can make two new fractions with 8 as my bottom number. Okay, because they have the same, we call this the least common multiple. And then you ask yourself, well, how does the 8 get turned into an 8? You have to use multiplication. So I'm going to multiply all these numbers. So 8 gets turned into an 8. 8 times 1 is 8. You got to do the same thing to the top. 3 times 1 is 3. Now, because we used an 8, this fraction didn't change, which is fine. Now, this fraction will change. How does a 4 get turned into an 8? Using multiplication. Well, 4 times 2 is 8. Do the same thing to the top. 2 times 2 is 4. But now we have a new problem with fractions that are that have the same denominator. So now it's like saying 4 apples plus 3 apples. It's apples to apples. So if we add these up, bottom number we already know is just going to be an 8. Stays the same. And we're just going to add the tops. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 eighths. Now, 7 is a prime number. I'm going to see if in my head for a minute, can I reduce this any? Because if I can, I must. 7 is a prime number. So you can only divide it by 2 things. And if I divide it by a 1, I'm just going to get 7/8 again. That's not going to help me. So I never divide by 1. The other number I could use is a 7. Well, that will work for the top. 7 divided by 7 is 1. But 8 divided by 7, it won't be a whole number. It won't be a number. It'll have a remainder. It'll have a decimal. So if you can't do it perfectly, evenly, you can't do it. So 7/8 is as small as it's going to get. I don't have to reduce it.